good, y'all?
What's up?
It's 8:57. 2 minutes to 9. The music you're listening to right now is Live It Up of my guest. The guest on the Corner Store Podcast tonight. You see he toasting over there. Let's go. To that 4 minutes, y'all.
I carry myself with my head in a song, but then I kill myself because I lose my thoughts and words to play. So I walk along this boulevard, I never stop until I find a meaning and laughter to make.
Let's go, Kieffer. I like that, bro.
It's all about having fun, right?
That's right. Let's welcome him to the Corner Store Podcast, you guys.
What's up, everybody?
I'm coming over here to join him right now. You know what I'm saying? I got some real nice ass pants on today. I want y'all to see them anyway.
I like those. Yeah, those are cool.
Thanks, bro. How you doing, Keith?
Good. Nice to meet you, man.
Good, man. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Where were you from?
La Mirada. So I'm like on the border of OC and LA.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we do this thing on the Corner Store Podcast called The Spirit of the Month. I'm sure you partake in the spirits, correct?
Not anymore. I'm an alcoholic in recovery. Yeah. That's
terrible, bro.
Straight up weed, yeah.
Terrible. Do you know anybody that does?
I do.
Good. Well, that's a good.
Because I don't drink no more, but I hang out with people that do, so that's cool.
Well, today is your lucky day, or their lucky day.
Oh, yeah.
This is 1867 Canadian, and this is the Apple brand. This is a really good one right here.
Mama's gonna love that.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for coming. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I want to contribute to that. If you quit doing something,
the whiskey is my shit, but yeah, I don't do it no more.
We're all for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
And thank you for that. I appreciate it. Like I said, still party, so I know people who do.
Fuck yeah. Please do share that and tell them where it came from.
Oh, definitely.
Tell them to like, subscribe, and comment on it.
Definitely. No, I really love your podcast. I actually caught it because of Christina. You had Christina on here.
Yes.
And me, I found her through a friend, and I've shot her like maybe 8 songs now.
Really?
So she has one. I already have one out with her on it, but I have so many songs. I just love her voice. Like, doesn't she have a great voice?
She's a great little
and
performer.
yeah,
I love her.
And like you said, she has that like hip hop vibe, and she just her voice is amazing. Yes.
Music, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I kind of caught that vibe with yours. I knew you smoked. I mean, it's in your name.
Yeah.
So that intrigued me because I partake. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's the best. Let me tell you something.
It's the best medicine.
It's better than choking somebody.
Right? Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. So what you got going on, man? What's some of the newer stuff you gonna be doing? You got any shows coming up?
Actually, my old band has a show, Children of Eden. This is the punk band that I was in. My brother and I. We have a show tomorrow or Monday, actually, at the Doll Hut. Mm-hmm. Doing that, but Anaheim, California. The Doll Hut. It's a cool punk place. Want to go catch some rock and roll, some punk? Check it out.
Man.
But as for Kiefer Strong and the Mad Reefer, not really, because I came up with that name because my visions are so big. Like, I want that to be a whole. I want that name to be like Cirque du Soleil. Mm-hmm. So when you come to Kiefer Strong and the Mad Reefer, it's not just me rapping. It's a DJ, rapper, dancers, performing artists. It's a big old spectacle. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I was thinking it's an intriguing name.
Yeah,
you want to see what's Kiefer Strong and the Mad Reefer. And as for Kiefer Strong, I got that name. My actual name is Christopher Avila, but Kiefer Strong came because when I was growing up, my grandfather, he used to call me Kiefer, and just I just was like, oh, Kiefer, why Kiefer?
That name. One of my favorite actors' names, Kiefer.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah. I like his dad too.
Yeah, he's good.
An old veteran, you know what I mean. So big Jack Bauer fan. You know, he's 24.
Yeah.
Shit. But so where you grew up? You said you're a La Mirada kid?
Yeah, actually grew up in Santa Fe Springs, Whittier, and then moved to La Mirada. But I grew up
Telegraph Road area.
Yep, right, exactly right there. And I grew up everywhere though, because my grandma used to live in Bell, so I grew up right there in Bell Gardens area. My godparents lived in Fountain Valley. That's what actually gets me a mixture in all my cultures too, because my godparents are Filipino. I have the Asian culture on my side, and then I lived in the hood with my grandma. And then when we moved to La Mirada from Santa Fe Springs, it's my white friends, so.
For those who don't know, Filipinos are some of the few Asians that speak Spanish.
Yes, yeah.
So
They're like the Asian Mexicans, you know.
it's pretty weird, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Now I've never been. I have a friend who lives in Mindanao City.
Okay.
He's married and he has a few kids. He's trying to get me to move out there. Back in the day, I was like, nah.
Yeah.
To the rainy season. I
Yeah,
can't
right.
do it,
The
man.
humidity.
I can't do it, you know. And from what I understand, they have fun there. But you know, the only thing you could even get any reminiscent of home is going to the military bases.
Yeah.
And I'm ex-military, so that I'd be probably cool with that. But I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah.
As much as I can't stand America, this is all we got.
Right? Yeah. That's like me with California. Like, you know, California's getting so expensive and stuff, but I'm like, I don't think I'll ever leave California. I don't think I can. Like,
you don't think you could?
I don't think I
if
can.
There was some type of cultural state with a cultural similarity, like maybe Albuquerque or something. Maybe
if I had to choose somewhere to go, I'd probably go to Atlanta.
Ooh, I could not be at the roughest time.
I'd probably go there just to.
I'm sorry about Atlanta Nights. Whoever from Georgia, I can't fuck with that town.
I think I would go Atlanta because the hip hop. Well, it's kind of changed out there, but the hip hop, but then also like
I think you were more
the rock B-52s came from
I was thinking you more
out up in Georgia, so
somewhere, maybe New York.
yeah, maybe New York. I don't. That's the thing. Like I'm willing to travel anywhere.
You want to do big city?
Big city, yeah. But, well,
you couldn't do like a Chicago or like a Detroit.
I was thinking Detroit, yeah. You know, but I'm the kind of guy who's willing to travel. I like big, but I also like intimate and small. So I mean, like the Doll Hut, for example, that's like a small little house.
So if you were in a big city, you play a small club.
Yeah, yeah,
versus a concert.
Yeah. I mean, if I can do a concert hall, by all means, but to be right there with the crowd is you want that energy.
You want that intimacy.
Yeah, energy is the best.
I get that. Are you an ensemble or is it just you?
It's just me right now. My brother and I, like I said, we were doing a band, and then he started playing drums for Apollo 3, which check them out. They're an alien themed punk band. And then he's playing for Quid Punk Quo, which is another punk band. So he kind of went doing the drums. And when he did that, our last album of Children of Eden was when the hip hop came out. It was like, if you listen to End of Ending Days by Children of Eden, it's 10 songs, like a mixture of rock, hip hop. And that's kind of when we took our hiatus. And when he went to go work with them, and I was like, you know what, I have so many beats in my catalog, I'm just going to start churning them out. And I just, like I said, I came up with the name Kiefer Strong, and I've always been into Cypress Hill, and I love weed, so just Mad Reefer came out, and I was just like,
I heard the influence of that when you did the promo.
Yes, I love Cypress Hill, like his flow, B-Real's flow, and his just voice. It makes me confident because I have a high voice, and I always hated my voice.
Do you think?
And his voice is amazing.
Let me ask you a question. Now, obviously, you have an affinity for that group. I think they're iconic.
Yeah.
In their footprint.
Yeah.
When it comes to hip hop, they have their place. But how much do you really feel they're good lyrically?
That's a good question because I was listening to them today, and lyrically, it's, no offense, be real, it's kind of shallow because it's straight to the point. Like, put my hand in my fucking weed sack, it's sticky on my fucking fingers, like just straight to the point. But his wordplay, the way he says it, is it's just woo.
I have to give some hip hop artists credit for charisma.
Yeah.
Now there's only a few people that have like the 5, bullet points of hip hop: flow, actual lyricism, cleverness, charisma is huge.
Yes.
Like Jay-Z can rap, plus he got charisma.
It's like the way you deliver it.
He draw you in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. It's funny. Some people will get more enamored with him, and some people will hate him more because they're like, damn, you could just see the good on that motherfucker. Like he's just.
That's why people hate.
Fucking hate you. He's good, motherfucker.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what you're talking about. Be Real may not be the best lyricist, or what's the other one? The other Cuban guy with him. I can't think of his name.
I lost it right now.
But both of them, because they're on Madden.
Sendog.
Exactly.
Sendog.
They're on Madden.
Yeah.
And they got a song on there, and I'm listening to it. And some of the shit they're saying, I'm like, you know what? They're really not that dope.
It's not like deep. It's not deep. Yeah.
They're not that great, but when they do what they do, it's cool.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll give them,
One thing that I'm sorry to interrupt.
So, yeah, it's hard to kind of judge them.
Yeah. One thing that really influenced me is like I saw a documentary on them, and when they got started, they basically hopped on every punk show just to be out there and do their thing. And it was basically them and the DJ, and they went out there and they were playing with like Nirvana, all these people just jumping on punk shows. Yeah, punk shows. And I'm just like, man, I'm a punker. I play punk rock. I come up in the punk scene, and I listen to hip hop too. So that just like gave me the influence. Like,
did they have like a DJ?
Live with the DJ, them two and the DJ. And they would just do live at punk shows. Like Insane in the Membrane at a punk show, people were just fucking getting down. Really? Yes. You can see, like on the documentary, they show footage of that. And it's like, wow, man, like that just like blew my mind. I'm like, okay.
I remember when they came out, and I'm looking at them like, it's kind of weird. How should you feel about this?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what I love about it too, is like punk rock people, like they're like strictly like, sometimes they're just like, oh no, I don't like that. It's not punk rock. But if you think about it, hip hop and punk are like brother, sisters.
This is a great question for you, since you're an artist. Do you believe in the psychological template? That's what they call it. There's a psychological template to where, like when I saw Aubrey Drake,
yeah,
I knew who he was from the high school show,
Degrassi and all that, yeah.
And then to hear him doing music, there's a few things that fuck you up with that. First, it'd be like the kid from, you ask yourself, that's the kid from the thing, right?
Yeah.
The wheelchair.
Yeah.
He rapping?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you have to come to grips with that.
That's what I first thought too. I was like,
when you come to grips with it, you really start to try to see if you could take this seriously. So when you start listening, you be like, this is kind of cool, man. It's all right.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
So do you believe in a psychological template of once you hear a person? Now, I actually think Drake is a very talented guy.
Yeah.
But there are other songs and other artists that you'll hear that shit and be like, But then 3 months later, you like,
Yes.
Do you believe in that?
Yes. Perfect example. Growing up, my brother and I were on opposite sides of the spectrum. So I would like listen to Fleetwood Mac and like the softer stuff, and he was into like
come on, bro.
I'm serious, yeah.
I hate to admit this, but I'm fucking Fleetwood Mac.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Like I said, I love all music. Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles are like one of my biggest influences. And when I got old, he was into like Avenged Sevenfold, which he still is. We still are.
Gotcha.
He was into System of a Down, all that in high school. He was the emo kid and stuff.
Okay.
And so when we got older, though, it kind of flopped. So I got into like I didn't really like System of a Down when I was younger. I was like, I don't know why you like this. And now I'm like, dude, I love it. I went to see I love System of a Down.
Okay.
And then like same with the Killers. When the Killers came out, I always thought they were overrated. Their songs were like, it's not that good. I fucking love the Killers. Like I guess as you get older, wiser, more into music, and you've done it for so long, you can appreciate the musicianship in people, and you can appreciate the songwriting and how you can like listen to things.
A whole artistic level. I didn't think you was gonna take it on. I to be honest with you, it's more barbaric in my thinking, meaning that it's sometimes you just be like, that shit suck.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear it like 15,000 times, and then you go, you know what? I like that song.
Yeah.
I've done that.
And it could be just because you've heard it 15,000 times and it just gets stuck in your head. Right? Like it's like
do you think they should sell music well, I mean, there's nothing else to do. I mean, it's Sonics. You know what I'm saying? It's like you put it out and it kind of sucks because back in the day that's how music was. Who had the most money to promote or go buy rotation time at the radio station. I kind of
feel like it's like that now because you have to really market your shit. Yeah. You really have to market it, promote it. And it's not just stuff. You really have to like send it to playlists and
this is gonna bother you.
Yeah.
It bothers me. My kids a hip hop artist, stuff pretty good. Every time somebody hear, they go, So I know if it got, it's due.
The proper person to hear it.
Spoke to somebody that breaks this lady. I forget her name, but she's like big.
Mm-hmm.
She breaks artists. She told me once $150. I was like, $150? She's like, no, sir.
Yeah.
It's $150,000.
Yeah.
Just to break them.
Yep.
Just to get them out there into the masses.
To see how it goes.
And that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
She said it ain't even no guarantee that if we do that and we just get them everywhere, because that's enough money to maybe get featured on some pretty good guys shit.
Or pay for someone who's already big to be featured on your shit.
That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah,
that's
that might.
There's some pretty decent tier artists that's got like 3 million followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not really 3 million. That's calm down. I mean that. I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. That's got like 400K or
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really doing well. You know, that could do a feature on any of his shit for like 10 G's.
Tag him real quick and
so now you do that with 3 joints with 3 different types, maybe a female too.
Yeah.
And you know, one of the guys, all 3 of their fan bases jump on. And then what if you all I told him is, look, just like you guys, you got 2 million listeners all of a sudden. One night you just got a chance to be in front of 2 million ears and eyes. If 1.5 million of them said, that's 500,000 people still that said, yeah.
Exactly.
That's how this works.
Yep.
You gotta get in front of the eyes and the ears in order to be heard.
Yeah.
And somebody go, you know what? I fuck with that.
That's why I like to like work. Like, okay, like for example, Christina, the song you played, Don't Let Me Go. I actually
love that song.
I wrote that song, sent it to her, and she sent me those lyrics and melody back like within a week, and I was like, she blew my mind. And that's why I made that beat. And I just started continuing sending her stuff, and she goes, "Oh, I love your stuff." And I'm like, "Just take your time, because like I want you to like actually feel it and do it."
Guitar.
Me.
You that good?
I'm a bass player, yeah. And like I said, I've been in a punk. I was in a punk band. I play guitar, bass, and then like hip hop to me is just like.
See, now you pissed me off. You're too good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it like music.
Shout out Christina.
Yeah, Christina.
Shout out Christina.
She kills it.
This is a problem, because I didn't know you made that. That's the one with the black sign, the second one, right? Yes. Now listen to this fucking song, y'all.
If you're talking about the guitar, I did the wall guitars. The guitar solo was a friend of mine, Jesse. He actually, I've been sending him all my stuff for solos because he's great.
This is production by Kieffer Strong for Christina. Don't Let Me Go. We played this on our episode, but I didn't know he did this beat. So check this out. I like this fucking song.
It's great. I love it too. Her voice. When I first heard her voice, I was like, who does she? She sounds
great, and she's amazing on the track, but you fucked me up with this track. This is boom. See, that's the shit you gotta have style to know how to do that.
Yeah, thank you. That's one thing, like, not to toot my own horn, I pride myself in how I arrange my songs. The drops, the pauses. And I learned that actually from my brother. Like, shout out to Eden Punk Boy, my brother. He's my older brother. He's the one he's the drummer and I'm the bass player. So he taught me the dynamics of like how to pop it, lock it, put it in there. You know what I mean?
Listen.
Yeah, that guitar I did. My favorite part is the second verse. That verse got me.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more of this. I really like it. This beat fucked me up. When I heard this track, I was like, man, this thing,
thank you, man.
She has fire. But I didn't know. I thought she had like did with some producer or some shit like that.
She did.
We come to find out that Kieffer Strong, the mad reaper producer.
This part. Love this part. That verse got me like, fuck, dude. And then this right here just drops it. I stood by you through the thick and the thin. Fucking amazing. And see, when I wrote this, you can hear that rock drum. I was like, I gotta throw the rock. And yeah, it was sounding Evanescence to me, and she took it to another place, hip hop Evanescence. It was great.
give it to him. Kiefer Strong. Kiefer Strong, B. That's production for Christina by this man right here. You're Kiefer Strong.
Stay tuned. She's got a lot coming.
That dope. That's kind of shit be scaring me. I get a little temperamental when I meet all these talented people. I be feeling like people can look at me like this because I'm turned small. He all big in comparison to me.
Thanks, man.
Respect.
Thank you.
But check it, man. Since we done talked a lot about you, about what you about, and you know some of the things that you're doing, some of the shows. Shout out your Instagram for everybody too, by the way.
Yeah, it's Kieffer Strong _ Mad _ the Mad Reefer.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to check out some of his stuff,
Spotify, YouTube.
His
everywhere.
link is on his Instagram page for his music. Let's talk about some real shit.
Yeah.
The Maui fires.
That's, yeah.
I just researched. I've been talking about this last couple of episodes, and because it's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I caught last night when you were talking about it.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Always have been. I'm ex-military, so I saw a lot of weird things when I was in service. Things that probably need explanation, but usually get brushed under the rug. And one of the things I couldn't understand was this is unprecedented. There's never ever been anything that ever happened on the island of Hawaii or the chain of islands in Hawaii ever. And from what I read, matter of fact, I'm gonna see if Google will tell us.
Huh.
Google, what started the fires in Maui? Well, it usually says. Oh, wow.
Grid faults were likely the ignition source for multiple wildfires on Maui. Bob Marshall, founder and CEO of Whisker Labs, told the Washington Post.
This is a strong confirmation based on real data that the utility grid faulted.
Okay.
Now, this has changed since I last asked.
Oh, shit. Okay.
They said the last time I asked Google, and this is weird, Google said a tree fell on power line.
Huh.
So now the report is
The grid.
The grid blew. Isn't that strange?
That is, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why that's strange. Because it's already started to kind of solidify what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There's multiple thousands of bids that have already been bid to people that have suffered and lost their homes.
Yeah.
Not even the insurance companies are fucking with them and trying to get shit squared away, I'm sure. But there's already multiple bids and asks for people to sell their property that's been burned out.
Damn. That was quick, huh?
Already.
That was quick, yeah. Makes you
That
think.
is-
Like, what do they want to build?
You see where those homes were?
Yeah.
That's prime beachfront property.
Oh, yeah.
Worth build. Not people think, oh, it's a few million. No.
And yeah.
They did an estimation on the News Nation or Newsmax, not Newsmax, don't even ever watch that. News Nation. Let's just say everybody sells. 300 billion. It's beachfront.
And it's probably one
Now,
company.
That's just in the beginning because you're going to continue to generate revenue.
Of course, yeah.
Because it's not going to be just homes. What are you going to build $1 million homes for when they can build hotels and keep generating fun? See, people ain't dumb. That's beachfront property.
Yep.
They see big giant umbrellas with the little stripes on them and Cabana boys running out there.
That fire basically just paid for construction. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you're amazing.
I
That's
feel
why you're here.
I feel you. I
That's
feel
why
you.
you're here.
I feel you.
So who's to say what's said on purpose?
Mm-hmm. It's like why pay for
What do you
bulldozers?
think about that?
We could just burn the motherfucker down. Honestly, in my opinion, I
You're
don't.
in punk rock. I know you don't give a shit. You're gonna say how you at least feel.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily be true, but that's what
I
you
say,
feel.
yeah. Me, that's why I don't watch the fucking news, to be honest, because it's always bad shit. You never hear anything good, anything
Until the end.
until the end, or like little thing in the middle about
puppet show.
some old lady who beat cancer and then everything else is fucking bad,
Right,
right?
right,
Some
right.
little minuscule thing.
Tornado kills 15. Hurricane kills 22.
Yeah,
Mad shooter kills 42 kids.
Yeah.
Film at 11.
it's
Oh yeah, and Margaret made mittens today.
yeah,
What the-
exactly. So I try not to watch the news. I mean, I'll catch it here and then, or like I talk to people who watch it, and I'll, on social media you can't avoid it. Sometimes you'll get it on your feed. So, but honestly, I just don't watch. I hate politics. I hate talking about like the news because it's always one way or the other. You know what I mean? It's never like I don't like that, but that's okay. It's always like, no, fuck that. I don't like that. So it's like canceling out. Like I don't like that, so you can't do that no more. Kind of shit. So I just try not to fuck with the news. I pray for those souls over there, and I hope they're okay. But I feel what you're saying though. Like once you said that, I was like, bulldozers, hello, fired, wipe it out.
God, bro. The only reason why is an old adage. Let's just go to divine shit. An old adage. Everybody says, "God bless you," but God saved me. God this, God that. But nobody believes the devil exists.
Oh, I do.
You can't have one without the other.
Of course not.
So with that said,
I like you.
So with that said, people will think this is so far-fetched. Would you think they're already saying, a lot of people, not just a few, saying that 9/11 was a hoax.
Oh yeah.
So what the fuck? You mean you killed all the people? Now, if it comes to light and everybody gets proof and evidence and all that, hell, they talk about UFOs is true now. So why wouldn't 9/11 have been a fucking crooked?
Same thing with.
Looks like a fucking building that was being demoed.
Same thing with COVID. Yeah, it looks like a freaking hotel being imploded.
Building, I fucking love you. I hate to say it, but same thing with fucking COVID. I took that vaccine, dude. I do not feel the same.
If I wasn't a caregiver, I wouldn't have gotten the.
For those who didn't take that vaccine,
my brother never got it.
For those who
lucky motherfucker,
you guys are fucking geniuses. This shit has transformed me into a broken down old fart.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying my best to come out of it, bro.
Yeah.
I have felt.
Did you ever get it?
Never.
Never. Oh, yeah.
Now I might have had it. I had got so sick like a year or two.
Oh, so
before.
maybe. Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe that was the beginning because what's funny? My mom got. I think it was my mom who got sick really big before they were like, "Oh shit, there's this thing called COVID," and all her symptoms were pretty much what they were saying. But
I swear before God, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Now, and remember, they introduced that shit into your system when they gave you the vaccine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
a different form that's supposed to be to help you build.
Yeah,
my skin's been crawling.
All I need is this right here.
I should have just kept. And I wasn't going out no way.
Yeah,
I was living at the moment, I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't finna catch nothing. I should have took it, but see, I was acting.
Yeah.
I'm going to like sets and shit, and they're like, "Oh well,
Yeah.
So it's like they kind of forced you.
That's how I with caregiving because I'm around other people. Exactly. So it's like you have to do it. I'm like, all right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? And the other thing is this. They took the fucking vaccine to work, and then here 4 or 5 years later, they're walking the picket lines with that fucking cursed poison in them, not even working.
Yep.
And then you couldn't even get across the fucking on the set if you didn't have your card.
My thing is, people like the reason why I don't watch the news is because they try to blind you with the small things about like Trump. Why do you think Trump's? I believe I'm kind of a conspiracist too. I believe maybe Trump was president. They get these wacky people to be president because people are so focused on this fucking fight against Biden and Trump that they don't really see what's going on behind the scenes. There's some.
The UFO thing now.
Oh, I've always.
They've admitted.
I believe that.
First off, we knew there had to be something. And then the thing that kills me is the people who don't.
Yeah.
It's like you mean to tell me.
Like the flat earthers.
How? Well, I ain't mad at them. They're just.
No, I know, but it's just like people who refuse to believe that. Hello, maybe.
Now,
think about it.
They're talking about, ain't no aliens. I'm like, what are you fucking talking? I'm like, so it's billions of planets out there. Yeah, that don't mean there's no aliens. I was like, y'all is crazy, bro. Do you understand light years? You know what they even mean? Those people are living in the future.
Yeah.
Those planets that are away from us like that. We get there, we'll be old as fuck. They're fucking living
already there.
That's why they can fly here in them shits, because they're so advanced.
Yeah.
That's why we trying to make people understand.
Yes.
This shit is really not rocket science. We're living in a time this planet is going through its evolutionary thing. They're gonna die, and when we get to where they are, them people probably gonna be even more like godlike or something.
Who's to say that when we die, we don't travel to their time or you know, a different what do they call it in
weirdest
Marvel?
thing is
Fucking
there's so many goddamn answers. Like who's to say? It could be 60 people in this room going, well, who's to say? You know what I'm saying? So many different fucking.
have you ever mushrooms? I love taking mushrooms every now and then, but sometimes, man, you go down the rabbit hole of questions that you don't want to go down.
Yeah.
One time I went on a trip and I love doing it because like whether you have an anxious, you know, high or trip or whatever,
Okay.
whether you're crying your heart out or you're having a good trip, I believe like you were meant to have that because I've had some crazy trips where I get anxious and like started pacing and shit. But then when I came out of it, I was like, I realized I needed to go through that to get rid of that anxiety that was built up in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so one time I went through a trip and I was thinking like this, like, who's to say, how do we get reincarnated and who's the one who reincarnates us? Dude, you go down these fucking holes and you do not want to go down because it kind of freaks you out. It's almost like, and then this is what popped in my head when I was doing that. I was thinking, they say that back to the devil. They say the devil is the evil one because he made us like learn about magic and wisdom and healing and all this stuff. He gave us wisdom. And when God wanted us to be oblivious in the Garden of Eden, right? He wanted us to be oblivious and not eat from the tree of knowledge, right? Then when I was on that trip, I was thinking, maybe that's fucking why we shouldn't have this knowledge because you ask way too many questions that you can't even get the answer to until you probably die.
Yeah, but he was still wrong.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But it's like, you think.
What he's supposed to do. See, the thing motherfuckers don't understand is Adam and Eve were essentially little kids.
Yeah. Innocent minded, yeah.
They had to be. They was supposedly the first. Now it's another thing. I believe in. I'm sorry. It's the only reason why I believe in God because I feel that.
Me too.
If I didn't feel it.
I feel you.
Because
yeah.
It ain't about going. I've been to church many times, and you get this Holy Spirit in you, and you believe for a minute, and you go back to being. When it really hit me, and I really seen Him do some shit for me, no coincidence. There's no such thing. By the way, there's no such thing as coincidence. That's another thing.
Amen to that. Yeah.
When certain shit, you ask for really, really pray, and really walk the walk, and ask for certain shit, and that shit comes.
It's a trip.
That shit is a fucking trip.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking like 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
That you were like, man, I need to do this, and this, Lord. Da, 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 da. And you be just doing what you do, and then bam, like one thing, damn, like okay. And then a call comes the next day, bam. What the?
Yeah. I totally agree.
Bam.
That's one thing with me, like as an alcoholic.
It's scary. Because then you be like, you really.
Yeah.
You real.
Yeah.
I called my mom. I was like, damn, God, real am I? Yeah. She's like, yeah.
It's a trip. Yeah. Like as an alcoholic, I went through some shit, but there's not a day that I don't thank God for. I've dragged myself to the bottom of fucking mud, did some shit like, you know, I never murdered, nothing horrible, just mostly self-abuse.
I get it, man.
And I went to I threw myself in rehab. One day I woke up and I was like, I can't do this no more. I threw myself in rehab, went there for 30 days stand.
Hey, this is a Corner Store Podcast exclusive. This show ain't just some bullshit. We be talking about some real shit in here. I'm sorry to cut you off because you was
no, you're good.
A profound tangent. Listen up. It may not be a lot of people on the live chat tonight, but it will be people viewing this shit. If you look at my content,
I do. Yeah, I was checking your stuff. Yeah.
So continue.
But yeah, so being alcoholic, throwing yourself to the gutter. There's not a day that I don't wake up and thank God like for those days because I wouldn't. If you listen to my lyrics, it's about that. It's about not going back to that, not giving up, and one of those miracles you're talking about is like knock on wood. From the day I got out of rehab, I've relapsed once. Since that day, when I really put my mind to it, I have not gotten an urge. Seeing this bottle does not give me an urge. I am completely done with drinking. And the way I drank, I never thought I would be. And that's one of those things I woke up going, fuck. And I prayed for it, dude. And I was like, dude, I need to change.
Did you do the steps or did you just go cold?
No, it was kind of cold turkey. I tried doing the steps.
Down with the steps because whoever created them tried to use the spiritual aspect of it. You might as well just go on to God then.
Yep.
Don't do that.
I fucking love you, bro. That's how I am. Like, I've been to church. I was raised Christian school, Catholic, all that. But like you said, I just go straight to God. I don't need to go to church. You can feel it in you.
It's all individual.
Yeah.
Too. I keep telling people, all these people on board about so they want to. You can do that shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
And that's cool.
Like that kind of keeps them on track. So
if you need that,
yeah,
do that. And as long as you're going,
Mhm.
and not only that, I keep telling people, if you're gonna try to do this, you gotta do this in good faith because you can't see God. First off, people are already like, I'm not gonna pray to nothing I don't see.
Yeah.
That's why shit be fucked up in their life. And then you get the people like, you know what, well, fuck it, I'm gonna give this a try. Now they be halfway in and halfway out, meaning they'll go, I'm gonna try this, but damn, it's
Taking too
oh
long.
God, it's
Yeah.
real type shit.
Yep.
So they'll do a prayer and they'll get, sometimes they get really emotional and then they'll start feeling spirit, they'll cry in their house. You know, if you know who I'm talking about, if you done this, you know I'm talking about you. And then you let it rock for you feel that, you get it in you and you're feeling it and everything, want to go to church and hang out with folk and all that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why I say you need to be individual with it, because you'll go and do all that and get the spirit and want to be around folk and let some human being in the church, somebody that you kind of respect, that's godly or whatever, do something to let you down.
Fuck every day.
And you be like, damn, church people fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And you relying on somebody down here to put a stamp on your faith.
Yes.
When you need to just put a stamp on something you can't see and just go, look, man, take over, man.
Yeah.
Take over, bro. I'm gonna keep doing what I can, but help me find my niche. I knew this podcast. Look at this shit used to be this little ass. I got them in there. These little baby lights and look at all this stuff, bro. I know I'm in my G, but the funny thing is, and I'm getting close to monetization, which is always key. But my girlfriend, somebody I just met recently, God bless you for letting me meet a cool lady, man. Does all kind of, she did the little sign behind you. I just looked at it here recently. She's got I got a foundation I hope one day you could be a part of.
Hell yeah.
And speak, especially talking about your alcoholic maturation and whatnot.
I love you brought that up because I've always wanted to do that.
Peace Foundation, and this is my mission statement for that. It's coming. I'm telling you. Puzzle Peace Foundation. In my life, I've been just like you. I've had a lot of ups and downs. Didn't know who the fuck I was supposed to be. A father of 3, grinding for them all the money. I was homeless a lot before I even had kids.
Yeah.
Trying to figure this shit out. Homeless in the same city my mama lived in down south. I couldn't do Atlanta. That's one of the places I'm talking about. I can't live down there, no. And it was always like I had a piece of my puzzle missing, man. Even down there, I remember I had a job in a car, but nowhere to live.
Mm.
It's weird, I'm sleeping in a car, but I'm like, how the fuck I
feel
can't,
you.
but I can't get enough money, even though the apartments back then was like $415.
Yeah, right.
For a 2-bedroom at Lake Point Apartments, DeKalb County. For those who might know what's up on DeKalb County, Stone Mountain to be exact, Georgia. You know, I was lived there. You did?
Yeah.
And the funny thing, 2 pools, everything, big ass fucking unit. And there was always something missing. And I know there's other people out there that's really trying to make it, not fake it. There's a lot of people who will come to your foundation, want to get a handout.
Yes.
They got me here. You get an apartment. They got me a apartment. I'm finna chill. No, it's about grinding and graduating.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
Enjoying what you have and taking that move to the next. See, that's another motherfucker need that apartment. Now you go to your condo that you own.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's all about going up. God gonna take you there if you go and let him drive.
Follow the path that he sets.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So with that said, my foundation is gonna do just that. There's some guy right now who's got to get up at 3 to get way out here to a job that live in LA, got a little place. You know what I'm saying? Got this little job. He hanging on in there. We're going to put some money in his account.
I like that.
And we're going to get him a nice little economy car. And we're going to get that car looked at and nice and hooked up so this man can get out there. Even if you still want to get up. Yeah, even if you want to still get up at 3. You be like, man, sir, that traffic. I hear you. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
If you know you ain't got to be there at 7 and you want to leave at 3, go ahead and leave at 3 because you'll be there on time.
Yeah.
And you got a couple dollars in your account. And see, we're going to check on you for 6 months to see how things are going and keep you afloat. We want to see you graduate to maybe a home of your own one day.
That's cool.
All of that. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. I like that you say that because I'm so glad I met you, man. Like, I'm a visionary like that too as a caregiver. And one thing is, like, my mom thinks I'm crazy, but I want to buy some land and build an earth ship. I don't know if you ever heard one of those.
Earth ship?
Yeah, it's basically a home made out of tires. And I want to do that. And my goal is to start a foundation.
Not crazy, but
crazy cool. Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
but that's an undertaking.
Yes.
That's why I say it's crazy.
And
It's
so,
like a vision board. That's a hell of a vision.
yeah.
Right there.
And my thing is that, well, the vision is bigger because I want to be able to like help homeless who are willing to take, because when you want to, there's a lot of people who are on drugs and alcohol who want to get off, but then they don't. You really want to have to get off.
Your journey in that, and I can see this happening. Like you can do this in the desert and really make it a nice place.
That's what I mean. Like an agriculture, like they come out if they want to get away from the because the temptations.
I think that's what.
So they can be like, you know what, we're gonna shuttle you out. You have a place to live. You can come out and help us farm. We get them.
Are you trying to just go for more people that have addictive problems, or are you just trying to go for people who are homeless?
Just addictive, homeless, mental problems, anyone who, because it's like it doesn't matter the situation. Like sometimes you need to step away from that situation or just around that place. Yeah, and it's like, well, you may not want to. And I told this to my girlfriend the other day because we were talking about, one of our friends told us like, how can you eat a salad every day? And I'm like, well, sometimes it's about, because I used to be 260 pounds and huge, and it's sometimes you give up your wants for your needs.
Fuck yeah.
And it's like, so these people that may not want to go to like the desert middle of nowhere, but there's a shelter, there's like a place to grow food, there's a place to maybe help them get an education. They might go, fuck it, I need to get away from that alcohol and all this shit.
My whole thing is this. I love the idealism of that.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm saying what I like it is because the cities that we live in, if you went to Philadelphia right now, even though it's 15,000 AM there, it's early as fuck.
Yeah.
But if you go there around the time, used to be a street. It's on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and put in Drug Street, that used to be the market where everybody used to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like Van Nuys used to be fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people would shop on Van Nuys Boulevard. There were stores, the mall, City Mall. It used to be good. Look at it now.
Yes.
It's like a bomb hit.
Yeah.
There's just nothing but bombs out there.
Yeah.
Just garbage.
Yep.
In Philadelphia, it's like that. The people are standing there leaning from taking drugs. They're absolutely leaning, about to fall over.
Yes.
Our body's still standing.
Yes.
It's zombie land.
What made me want to do it?
Changed, man.
Yes.
These cities are so corrupt and so people are just suffering and they give up. Anguish is just a motherfucker.
Yes. That's where it goes to me saying that you want to have to get out of it. Like,
but then you know who runs this place? He's been given dominion over this place. A lot of people don't realize this is the devil's place.
Yeah. But devil's playground.
We as a child of God have the choice to go, hey, I'm gonna rock with that, or I'm gonna stay with God.
Yeah.
Tough as that might be to do, because it's the hard part.
Yeah.
The easy thing is to go out there and
just
commit crime,
fucking party it up. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's it, easy. The hard part is to stay vigilant.
Stay straight.
Yeah. Exactly. So we know whose playground this is, but people still don't believe fucking it. This is all the shit you see every day. How can a man walk into a school with some kids and shoot them?
Yeah.
You have to be pushed by something.
What gave me that vision though is like when I was deep into my alcoholism, like I'm the kind of person that give the benefit of the doubt. I love everyone. I'm a peaceful guy. My mom used to always worry I was gonna get killed on the streets because I would like one time me and my girlfriend went to San Francisco and I walked the Tenderloin and all the bums just hung out.
Tenderloin ain't
no joke. And I sat there with some guy who was crazy. He drew me a picture. I was shit-faced drunk, so I'm in the I don't give a fuck mode. Didn't realize
how much content you had right there. If you'd have just made a YouTube channel just doing that, bro.
I used to love doing that because I love walking. Like I don't know why. I just put some music on, walk the streets, and just be in my surroundings. And when I was drinking, walking, I would just find a homeless person playing. I have a couple pictures of people playing guitar that I would just meet and say what's up and hang out. And my mom was always worried, like, you can't be doing that. And I'm just like, well, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. But like, I always give someone the benefit of the doubt, and that's what made me want to do that is like get people off that because they may be crazy, but sometimes you just need to step away from that situation and get something better.
Your idealism,
and I like that. I like your idea, your foundation and stuff.
Is just off the chains. It's solid, bro.
It just I have ADHD, so my mind's constantly just running.
I suggest to my listeners, and if you're gonna watch this pod, obviously, I'll suggest you check this guy's music out.
Check out the podcast. You gotta fucking check this shit.
To see where his mind is at. We talk about some real stuff here, and It's warm up in this mug. I tried to get it cooler, and I know one Mr. Kieffer Strong would be comfortable.
Oh, I'm comfortable.
So we're gonna go ahead on and ask him one or two more questions, and then we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah, we can get deep. We can get to a deep long. This might be a 3-hour episode if we keep talking. You know.
What do you think? You're gonna go musically and philanthropically in the next couple years. Where do you see yourself?
Musically, I'm pursuing getting my stuff synced. So like it's all about, like I'm 32 now and I've done the whole band thing. I love playing live, don't get me wrong, but it's like I need to make that paper, I'm homeless too, and I'm homeless right now and I don't have a car. So like I said, I quit my job just to do music.
How'd you get here?
Oh, my girlfriend's car. Yeah, so luckily I have my girlfriend, thank God, she's helped me out.
Wonderful.
She stuck by me when I was like at my lowest too, so I thank her. But me, I'm trying to get my stuff synced into TVs and music, because once you get your song synced, that's like it's like putting it in stock. Royalties are gonna just flow once that.
That's true.
So I'm always working on getting my music synced. I'm also doing like sending stuff to Christina. Like I said, I have like 8-song album I'm working on with her. So whenever she sends me the lyrics back, me, honestly, musically, I'm just trying to put music out there. And that's why if you listen to my music, it's not just hip hop, it's like rock, hip hop. I'm actually working on a 7-song rock opera, kind of like Rocky Horror Picture Show style music. So I have that going on.
Bro, you just working, man.
Working. And
one thing you're doing is keeping busy.
Yes.
All the shit that's going on out there.
Well, I finally got my mind clear. I used to wash it down with fucking booze, and I had, when I was like, if you ask my brother, when I used to drink a lot, I used to be enthusiastic as fuck, but then not do shit.
Wow.
And so now that my mind's clear, I'm back to when I was like, I honestly feel like I'm a kid. Like because I have ADHD, I'm very hyper, and I'm hyper and I'm getting shit done. So it's like, I feel great. I feel like I'm active still. I feel fucking alive. And, because, yeah, I used to depend on drinking to get me up. I got to the point where I was drinking to get up, but then I would drink so much I couldn't get up. That's how bad it was. You know what I mean? So it's like, now that I don't do that no more, I feel healthy as a horse. I'm just great. I'm just doing music.
I appreciate you, man.
Dude, I appreciate you. I had a great time. I love talking to you.
Spending some time with me.
Yeah.
Your mind is right exactly where it needs to be.
Thank you.
Positive, working, and keeping it band.
Thank you.
Keeping it always 100, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
I love your pants, man, because that's what my music's about too. Is peace, love, unity.
I found these, bro. I had to have them. I knew I was hoping I was gonna fit them. I'm a fat motherfucker now, but they used to be in shape. So
PHAT.
Pretty high. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate y'all. Hey, check me out. I got another show coming up tomorrow. That's gonna be it for the weekend. Maybe you'll see me at a music showcase tomorrow night. I'm not sure. But this has been the Corner Store Podcast, episode 64, if I remember correctly. Sometimes I'll be forgetting. If it ain't, just watch it. I don't appreciate you, Keith.
Thank you, man.
Have a good one.
You too.
Roll out. This is my joint right here, Money Dreams. Check it out as we roll up.
Kieffer Strong and the Mad Reaper. Check it out.
Let's go.
I love your mind, man. You have a good mind.
Thank you, bro.
So you said the Puzzle Piece Foundation?
Puzzle Piece Foundation.
I like that.